Chiki Stories podcast's primary purpose is to educate and entertain. We are here to share stories and experiences based on our team's and guests' personal knowledge. We will have friendly, casual conversations, but not give professional advice or services. TCSP is for private, non-commercial use, and our guests do not necessarily reflect our team's views and opinions. Earphones are highly recommended, especially when there are young children around. Also, there may be barking noises. Thank you and enjoy the podcast. The Chiki Stories
podcast with Chiki Pineda Zimi is supported in part by the Vita Babes, the Chiki Stories Saturday Facebook community, friends and family. Learn more at chikipineda.com.
Magandang araw, magandang gabi po, magandang umaga, Pilipinas. Hello everyone, my name is Chiki, and it is once again Wednesday where I am, which is Ontario, Canada. August the 3rd, 2022. Blessed day to everyone here on the live stream on Facebook, on YouTube. And tonight I am very, very excited to talk to one of my dearest and most beloved mentors. You see, the thing about mentors is if one is open and willing to learn and is curious about life at the very least, and at best always excited to discover new things, then mentors are like precious gems that sparkle and help light the way for us. Notice I say help light the way. They don't do the lighting themselves because real mentors allow us to shine on our own. And I've always believed in mentorship, my friends. Most of my accomplishments are because someone believed in me. I'm using capital B for believe, okay? There are those who believe in you and there are those who believe in you. You know what I'm saying, right? The first is nice, nakaka-boost ng ego, yung mga, you're amazing, oh my God, ang galing-galing, on the comment section. Yun yung mga, pag may mga shiny pictures tayo na linalagay, and then pag may makeup, may filter, they believe in us, but that's the small b. The capital B, the second kind, is the one who truly, truly believe in us. Those who are, even if you're not showing up as your best, or yung kahit nagpapaka-nega star ka at nagbe-victim story ka, you know who you are. And they still check up on you and on the regular. They check up on you regularly and they remind you of how much faith they have in you no matter what. Even when you're in your pajamas at kahit wala ka pong kilay, they still believe in you. My guest tonight, who I lovingly call Tita A, and I think and feel 100% is the second kind. She is the one that truly believes in people. And I feel that about her. I say this because if there's one thing I know about truly successful people, they are the way they are because as much as they are driven to succeed, they honestly want others to succeed as well. Tita A's bio reads like an encyclopedia of awards, mga kaibigan. Mga artistas, you're gonna love this because I'm gonna cut the bio awards in 3 parts tonight because I can't read them all in one go kasi maubos oras natin sa dami po ng awards ni Tita Agnes. I will read just the main bio just so you get a feel of, for those who don't know her and for those who are listening all over the globe. And the awards I will cut up in 3 portions, if that's okay with Tita A. I hope she doesn't mind. So friends, I want you to join me tonight today, for those in the other side of the world, to experience what true, real, honest to goodness mentorship looks and feels like, and what a truly successful person looks like, sounds like, feels like. Or we can just have fun hearing stories from one who has years of valuable wisdom, a wealth of experiences, and I mean that both literally and figuratively, because Tita A is, after all, World Financial Group. She's the boss lady of World Financial Group. So you know what that sounds like. That's exactly what it is here in Canada. And just enjoy two women, two friends, good friends, allies, talking about things in this delightful world of being immigrants. Okay, so Tita A, are you ready? She is in the green room right now. And without further ado, ladies and gents, let me just bring in my Tita Agnes P. Miranda. Hi, Tita A. Wait,
You.
hello, hello.
Yes, it's so exciting to be in your podcast and just want to say to the whole world, hello, hello. Kamusta na po kayong lahat?
Thank you. Thank you, Tita Agnes. Friends, I call Tita Agnes Tita A as a term of endearment. And Tita A, we've been friends for many years now, but we only really got close after the pandemic. Ano po?
Yes, we did. And with pandemic, so many things, good things happens to us. And one of them is being so much closer to you. And you knowing me and I myself knowing you.
Thank you. Thank you, Tita A. Like I said in the introduction, Tita Agnes, and I mean that with all my heart, when you and I are together and we talk and I ask you questions about how to do A, B, C, I really feel how much faith you have in me and how much you believe in me and what I can do. And that is one of the main reasons that I wanted you to be part of this little podcast that we have here. Para naman makita at maramdaman nung mga audience natin kung ano ang isang successful na Filipina, immigrant Filipina dito sa Canada, and what made her this way. So I'm hoping that we can pick her brains tonight and find out. And you are more than welcome to ask your own questions, which we will be asking sa bandang huli po ng ating podcast. Pero keep putting them on because my podcast partner, Charina, is in the green room checking on all of your comments and questions. Okie dokie. So, Tita Agnes, I always start with the question, what was Agnes Miranda as a child? That's how I always begin. What were you like as a little girl of let's say 8, 9, 10?
I would say I'm just a very normal child, just like any other else. The difference is the fact that I grew up in a family, especially my mother being Iraq. I grew up in a family wherein I've seen from day one how hard my mom works. She is a public health nurse, but at the same time, very entrepreneurial. So I saw in her about what we call courage. I saw in her about ambition. I saw in her about hard work. And I saw in her about giving and humility. And that's, as a little child growing up, is a very, very good foundation to learn more about what's going in life. But as a child, I am just a normal one, eager to go play with, with your playmates, eager to be with friends. At the same time, excited to go to school. I love going to school, and that is yeah.
You always loved learning, even as a small Agnes.
Yes, yes, yeah, yeah. Learning, and really, one of the things is that you grow up in an environment wherein at age 9, 9, 10, or what, we were an intern with the friend sisters, and you grew up in a place wherein you love to travel the world. I already knew where Montreal is, where Canada is, by just looking at what the sisters show us on their video about what Canada is, what is snow. So just a normal child, but at the same time, eager to grow up rapidly.
Eager to experience the world firsthand. You were
Yes,
always excited.
yes, yes.
Yeah. And you attribute this quality to your mother.
Yes, to my mom. Yeah. I will call my mom as my solid rock. Yeah, we are
Solid.
six in the family at the same time, with five girls and everything growing up. Our
Yes.
mom is a great example of, of just about things that you cannot buy, about giving, about humility, about character, about
Yes.
integrity, and at the same time, kindness.
These are these are actually the qualities, Tita A, that you show to us, your anak-anakan. And
Yes.
I'm very, very grateful that to you. And now I'm going to say thank you to your mom as well, because she's the one. She's the direct link pala. That's why you are the way you are.
Yes.
Yeah.
My mom
Um,
is always included in my prayers, even though she's gone away, because I would say that she continues to guide us. I
yeah.
would say that she continues to guide my children, my grandchildren, and everything. And of course, her legacy of about how someone can grow up and still, still believe on someone else. And that's what my mom was. Yeah.
Yeah. So what was it like leaving them back in, was it the 60s? I remember you were saying you were in uh you moved to Toronto as early as 1966, if I remember right.
Six. Yes. Yeah. I left the Philippines in May 1966. Yes.
1966. Wow.
You
That
were not
is
born yet,
truly
right?
pioneer. I was born 2 years later. 2 years after you came.
You were not born yet.
Oh,
Yes.
to
Yeah.
be in the presence of a true pioneer, my goodness. So that experience, okay, I have a little question that's a little, this may be a bit spicy, Tita A, but I like
Yeah.
spicy food, so I'm going to ask you this question. In this day and age of equality, we are already meron ng feminism, women are now accepted as bosses and leaders. Back in the
Yes.
day when you
Yes.
came, it was the patriarchal system, solid. It was really men on top and women will just follow. Tell me what that experience was like for you.
Well, this is one of the things that I said in the 60s, and I came to Canada when I was 20 years old. Okay.
Uh-huh. Very
And
young. Yeah.
about equality, it was, being really honest. I never have that you call about the man is higher than the women. Okay, but there's already what you call about the equality of pay, equality of work, equality of position, of equality and everything. But then again, when you grew up as an entrepreneur, you don't even think about that the man is higher than the woman. It is just more that you're focused to be an entrepreneur. You're focused to how to succeed in your business. Either you're a man or a woman. Well, I left the Philippines more of what you call to have a great adventure. Okay, I chose Canada when I was working in the travel agency where my classmate owns,
Uh-huh.
and I remember when I was working there as part time, through the encouragement of my good friend Carmelita, I says, Agnes, come and work with my brother's travel agency so that we can be together, because I was working in the daytime. No, I was going to the school in the daytime and she was going in the evening. But we are
Mm-hmm.
very good friends, and this is okay. Go to the evening shift and go work at the travel agency. And I said immediately yes, because I know I love to travel.
Uh-huh.
But then
Uh-huh.
again, when I work out there, I was curious about men and women, young men and women, going to that second floor with that brown envelope. And I said to Adoring, what are those women doing with that brown envelope? I said, oh, they are going abroad. Some of them are going to Canada, some are going to Middle East, and some are going to London, England. And I said, in Canada, who are going there? He says, oh, we are bringing nurses in Canada, especially in Toronto at Riverdale Hospital. And in London, it's about midwives going there. And in the Middle
Yeah.
East, about construction. I was very curious, and I said, again, I said, being so adventurous, I said, if those people can do it, why can't I? I remember
Yeah.
the times
You're,
seeing the movie about the video about the Canadian sisters, and I said, why can't I apply? So I applied with the help of the travel agency, and in 1 month I got approved. Yeah.
mhm, mhm. And never did you experience that being looked down upon. That was your
No,
blessing.
no,
Never.
it's more
Racism was not an issue.
yeah, racism at that time was not an issue.
Oh, that's
For
good
me,
for
I never
you.
felt that way. Okay,
Mm-mm.
even when I came to Canada, it was
Wow.
more of just you are so eager to have friends,
Yes.
and I never felt about there
Wow.
is no
You're like
racism. Felt that.
I was talking to my producer, Charina. Sabi ko nga kay Charina kanina, Tita A, parang unicorn. Parang you are really a breed unto yourself. You are very unique in that belief, in that attitude, Tita A. And which is why you are who you are. Tita Agnes, give me 1 minute to do the proper intro. I just wanted to mix things up a little bit and wanted everybody to see you. And then now I will tell them who you are, okay? Because for those who don't know, Miss Agnes Pasaporte-Miranda of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, she's here with me in Toronto, is an accomplished businesswoman and a strong supporter of the Filipino community since she migrated to Canada in 1966. Agnes is the current president of the Philippine Independence Day Council, a nonprofit Filipino-Canadian umbrella organization mainly tasked with the Philippine Independence Day celebrations, to bringing together the fourth largest minority group in Canada. Okay, Tita Agnes, we are going to have a huge PIDC event. So before I continue, tell us about that.
Well,
Number of events, 4.
yeah, yes. We have several events in the month of August. Actually, we are going now on our 24th year of our Mabuhay, of our PIDC Mabuhay Festival. And this month of August, we are on August 11. We have what you call a Mabuhay Gala. You know, we are bringing in Rene Salud. I think I would say mostly 99% would know Rene Salud,
Absolutely.
the
Yes.
ambassador of fashion,
Yes.
and she's bringing about 7 models from the Philippines, and
Wow.
then we're also bringing in from Agusan del Sur, the cultural group, Amajam group, and then at the same time, Joey Albert is coming for in the festival, and of course, our very special guest at the gala is Chiqui Pineda. Okay, so that is on August 11, and then before August 11, we have also the search for the PIDC Mrs. Philippines Ambassador. Okay,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
promoting culture, and that is on August 7. And
August.
then the huge festival is at the Nathan Phillips Square, and that is a 2-day festival. Then
Wow.
again, the vision of and goal of PIDC is really to promote arts, culture, and sports. So
Mhm.
in the festival, you would see again our cultural dance, our cultural um, uh, fashion show,
Yes.
cultural singing, and lots of things that you can see in the festival that you will enjoy. And we have local performers and young generation, so that the goal really is that besides the what you call, I would say, the veterans like me, then we have the young generation learning about the Filipino culture.
Yes, thank you. Thank you
Yes,
for all.
yes,
Thank you for all you do. That's a lot. And it's August 7 for the Mrs. Philippines Ambassador, August
yes,
11 for the PIDC Gala, and then the next one is 12, Nathan Phillips Square, August
yes.
12,
13, we're setting up on the 12th, so 13 and 14. Yes,
13,
it's
and
the
14,
Mabuhay
featuring
Festival.
the
Yes,
Mabuhay Festival. Yes.
yes.
So if you're just hearing this now, my fellow Canadians, you heard all of that, right? And then we will keep posting information about that so you can come and join us in all those wonderful events that brings up the Filipino culture and raises it up even more. Being extremely passionate, tutuloy ko Tita Agnes ha, being extremely passionate about her advocacy of helping the community here and abroad, she continuously bridges and provides opportunities for Filipino Canadians to promote and embrace Filipino culture through her community programs, fundraising events. We just mentioned all of those, and charity works that help calamity victims in the Philippines and those who are affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. I witnessed this myself. Tita A, you have been such an advocate and a huge help. You even helped me in my first production, remember, back in 2018. You didn't even know if I could produce, but you still helped me. Ganun po ka. Ka-faithful ang Tita A. Tita A became a true inspiration. Agnes P. Miranda became a true inspiration to the community and has garnered numerous recognition in both of her business, building expertise, and mentorship, and her humanitarian deeds. Okay, I will name three at a time, okay, kasi ang dami. Some of her most notable recognitions are, in 2012, Agnes Miranda was awarded the Philippine Independence Day Council Outstanding Filipino-Canadian in the Field of Business. 2015, Tita A was awarded one of the Outstanding Asian Canadian in recognition of exemplary contribution to the Canadian community given by the Canadian Multicultural Council, Asians. Buong Asians grupo ito ha, in Ontario. And number three, in December 2015, she was also recognized by Call Hope Foundation for Children for her mission to help kids with disabilities around the world. Whew. Marami pa po, pero unti-unti ito po. Tita Agnes, these awards are boosting to the ego, to the confidence, and all of that. And as one of your awardees in your last award giving ceremony, and I thank you for that, when you gave me that recognition, I felt so empowered because it came from you, because it came from somebody who I admire and respect. How do you, my question for you is, do you still feel excited after getting all of these awards from all these award giving bodies?
See, I would say like this, Chiki, awards are great.
I love how you say my name, by the way.
Yes, it's very inspiring. You receive the awards as an inspiration, but at the same time, you do humanitarian work, you do service to the community, you do what you would love to do, but not expecting any awards. It is an unconditional thing. When it comes, it's going to come. But
Yes.
we do things because we love to do. I mean, it is more of something that it is given to you because you did something great. But being honest, I thank that I give these awards, but I do it the bottom of my heart, but not expecting any award.
Which is why
Yeah.
you keep getting the awards, because people feel that. Wait, I'm getting teary-eyed while you're saying that because I really I feel all of these are the things that Tita A and I talk about when we are at Max's Fried Chicken. We talk about so it's doing things without expecting anything in return is one of the traits that makes Agnes P. Miranda who she is. And I truly feel that. We have a lot of comments coming in on Facebook na Tita A. Ang dami-dami na po. And they are giving applause and hearts. And I will just mention quickly some of them who are here. Batiin lang natin. Konting, ano lang, segundo. Hi to Jonah, hi to Menchi, hi to Glo, Ron, Olan. Our regulars, yes. Anna is here, Mary Ann is here, Pam is here, Eliza, Raquel, and to everybody here who want to learn from the Agnes P. Miranda, welcome. Okay, I will continue now with the awards. 2016, during the 25th year anniversary of the Philippine Chamber of Commerce, Toronto. Philippine Chamber of Commerce, Toronto, ha? Listen, hindi lang kung anik na award ito. Philippine Chamber of Commerce, Toronto. Agnes Miranda received a certificate of excellence in recognition of her achievement, leadership, commitment, and desire to make a difference in the community. 2017, Agnes Miranda received the RBC. Again, folks, RBC is not just any company. It is the RBC stands for Royal Bank of Canada. Top 25 Canadian Immigrant Awards. Whew. Okay, so before I get to starstruck, because I will stop reading muna the awards kasi starstruck na naman ako. Parang last week, if you watched the episode last week, Tita A, para po akong tulirong-tuliro because it was Miss Odette Quesada. So feeling ko naman ngayon, it's not an Odette Quesada showbiz, it's an Agnes Pasaporte-Miranda financial tycoon. And my friend and fellow, she is a WFG, what do you call it, service?
Senior Executive Vice Chairman.
You are, yes, you are Senior Executive Vice Chairman of WFG. But one of your people, her name is Rina Honorio, calls a titan of business in Canada, and it is a very appropriate title.
Yes.
What are the, okay, there's so many qualities that you can name, Tita A. So I will just ask you, give me the top 3. If we want to be titans in business like you, what would you say are the top 3 qualities that we have to cultivate?
First, I would say there's so many things of qualities that someone can be very successful in business. But number one that I always say is that there is always a giant in you. Believe in yourself. And that is very important, that believing in yourself. And at the same time, me believing in someone else that they would succeed really boosts about what their belief. But believe in yourself.
Unang-una.
Yeah, believe in yourself. Number 2 is that dare to dream again. It is that dream that keeps you going. It is that dream that really makes you work hard because of that dream. Yes. Because that dream, and anybody coming from Canada and anywhere, it's all about that dream. Then number 3 is making sure that that dream is taken into action. What it means is that we execute. Find a vehicle to help you fulfill your dreams. And that vehicle, making sure that surrounding you are all the tools, and you have the mentors, and because you cannot do it alone.
Exactly.
You cannot do it alone. Yeah. But then again, that action plan and execution is very important.
Yes.
Now, that action plan, when will you do it? Is do it now. But again, why would you do it? Because you want it bad enough. You have that sense of urgency. You believe that it can be done. But then again, when will you do it? Do it now. Do it now.
Huwag nang mag-antay.
Even you have not started it yet,
yes,
do it now. But first of all is that belief that you can do it.
Right.
The belief is so important. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, those are big ideas. Tell me about the day-to-day things that you do towards that. What are the things that you do every day?
Yeah, and that is very important. The result of your our dream comes from our daily activities every day. The result of our dream comes from our daily activities every day. What does it mean? What do we do every day? You
Yes.
have 6 hours a day,
Mhm.
and for me, what I do every day is that first, of course, I am so grateful and thankful to the Lord that I am here alive. That's number one. The number two for the day to day is that, being honest, I've been doing this. I go to the mirror and smile and talk to myself. Today,
You do?
yes, I go to the mirror and
Okay,
look
okay, okay. So there,
and
here's a mirror. This is mirror
I
now.
smile and
Okay, you're
talk to
talking to
myself.
Agnes.
You
What do you
know,
say?
I smile and it says, I just say, "Good morning, Agnes Miranda. This today will be a great day for you."
And you do this daily.
Yes, it's a daily affirmation.
Yes.
After the prayers,
Yeah.
after just being
Gagawin
grateful,
ko na yan bukas.
being grateful and thankful to the Lord, and
Yes.
I just say that I go to the mirror and just look at my mirror and smile, and that's just say, "Today will be a great day today." It is more of the affirmation that
Yes.
the day will be a great day. Is being positive.
Yes.
Just always be positive.
It
So,
works, huh? Tita A?
oh yeah, it works.
Affirmations work.
Affirmation
People
works.
laugh about this.
Yeah, it
I
works. Yeah,
don't
yeah.
I believe in it too. Yeah. Wow. There's a
Affirmation.
somebody Harold just alerted me that he's hearing daw somebody snoring in the background. Humihilik daw po, Tita A. Sino
Is
pong
there somebody snoring here?
somebody
Hello,
Hello.
hello. Is
Pause
there
mo na po.
somebody snoring
Pause.
here? Okay.
Okay, who's snoring? The mic can pick up your
Conching,
snoring. Sorry po. Si
Conching.
Conching.
Yeah. There's no.
I love Conching. Conching is Tita Agnes's numero uno assistant.
Maybe the cat is or what?
It's a dog snoring. It's a cat. It's a cat. It's a cat or is it Conching?
The dog and the Conching or what? Okay.
Anyway, okay. That's a good break. Okay, we will continue. Thank you, Harold. It was Harold, our friend Harold, who, by the way, perfect timing, Harold. I will promote that Harold is doing the music for my portion in the gala for the PIDC that Tita Agnes invited me to. Harold Gutierrez. Am I
Harold
saying
is a great arranger, and
he
I
is.
love
I
you.
am a fan.
Yes, yeah,
I'm a
yeah,
fan. Tita
yeah.
Agnes, yung
Yes,
concert po natin na matagal na nating pinag-uusapan, ituloy na po natin yan.
of course, of course. It
After all of this.
yes, it should be continued. Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
you know, ladies and gents, boys and girls, when I started the podcast, it was Tita Agnes that I approached, one of the people that I approached. I only approached probably three, and Tita A is one of them. And she said, Chiki, gawin mo na yan. And remember, what did you tell me about the 90 days? Let's tell our listeners and viewers. You told me 90 days.
Yes.
What is the secret of the 90?
Well, when we have a long-term goal, right? It's usually there is what you call a short-term goal, a long-term goal, and a long-term goal.
Yeah.
Now, I believe on what we call a 90-day plan and
Mhm.
executing the plan, because in 90 days we can do anything. As
Yes,
long as
yes.
you really get focused, you believe in it, and you have the plan, and just do it, it will be done. It will happen. And we call it the magic of 90 days.
Yes, the magic of 90
90 days. You
days.
totally focus on what you have
Yes,
to do on your plan.
yes.
And
Magbibitaw.
just every day, your daily activities, focus on what you do, and totally focus on that 90 days. There will be
Mhm.
a great result. And the first 90 days is so important. The first 30 days is so important. And the first day is so important.
The
That's the
first.
reason that you got to believe, you got to be excited every day that you have you have a plan for the 90 days, and it is going to happen.
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
Yes. And I have been holding that to heart every single day since I started, Tita Agnes. Thank you for that advice. Lalong-lalo po sa ating mga medyo may ADHD na pag nako, after mga 1 month, iba na naman. Guilty as charged. But because I have Tita A on my side, she is the voice in my head going, 90 days, wag bibitaw. Rina Honorio is here. She is one of my dear friends. I'm so blessed, she says, I'm so blessed to be under Tita Agnes's wings through the platform of WFG, World Financial Group. So Google that. Google after the podcast. Okay? She's a titan that I look up to. That is the common sentiment when we look at you, Tita A. We are
Yes.
just, how to be you po, how to be you. Okay, tuloy ba natin ang mga awards kasi hindi pa po tapos. So after the RBC Award in September 2017 naman, Ms. Agnes Miranda received the Golden Balangay for Excellence in Business. The first Golden Balangay Award aims to promote excellence, hard work, higher education, entrepreneurship, public service, positive relationships, and community involvement. And then in 2018, Agnes was awarded as one of the 100 most influential Filipino women in the world. 2018 by the Filipino Women's Network. Agnes received her Builder Award in London, UK. Okay, pause. I don't want to gloss over this one because this is one of the bigger ones. What was it like when you went here? Did it feel like, ito na, I've received the, kasi worldwide ka na. What was the feeling for you?
Well, again, the feeling was it is the result of hard work, not expecting anything.
Mm-hmm.
It is the result of me as an individual that you love to give, you're passionate about your work, and
Yes.
it is so unconditional. Now, chosen to be part of that, yes, I accept it with great humility. But then
Right.
again, it will just be what you call a result of what you have done. But then again, we have to continue to give. We have to continue to be humble. We have to continue to learn, and we have to continue just empower and mentor women. That's one of the, of course, advocacy with women to really help them be successful in what they do. Yes. Yeah.
Because it truly gives you joy. I have 3 things here that I'm going to ask you. Pero gusto ko, Tita A, 1-word answers lang ha, 1 word.
Yes.
1 word, para a little bit of a game. Okay, the first is, what brings you joy? 1 or 2 words. What brings you joy?
Giving and helping. 1 word is giving. Yeah.
Giving and helping. What brings Agnes Miranda peace and calm?
Being grateful to the Lord.
Are you prayerful and religious?
Yes, very much. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, ever since the beginning.
Yes. You grew up were in being just that first is always the Lord. Yes.
Yeah.
You know.
And then finally, what brings you the most feeling of love at this stage in your life?
It's being loved by my family, my children, my grandchildren, and of course, my community, and of course, my extended family, WFG. And that is the love. And the love of the community. I just love my community. Yeah.
And we love you back.
Yeah.
When you got sick, Tita A, can we talk about that for a moment? Because this is a reality of our age.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
And I'm entering that age now. And for our fellow Golden Girls listening here, Tita Agnes, you had a challenge. You got COVID during the time when it was still the Delta version.
Yes.
So you got it bad.
I got it bad. That was really the height of the COVID. and it
Yes.
was on March. But before the COVID, I had my stroke. I got two stroke, a minor one and then a serious one. Then at the same time, I got the COVID twice,
What the?
and
Okay.
it is the it was a critical year for me. I really was in the hospital for months, and then at the same time, it's more of my second life.
That's
It's
it.
my
That's what I
second.
wanted. That's
Yes.
what I wanted to highlight on because I have asked you these questions during
Yes.
our lunch dates. I
Yeah.
want to dig deeper into that part where did you at all feel hopeless? Was there any moment during that? Kasi sunod-sunod, stroke, big stroke, COVID, big COVID. What, was there ever a point where you felt hopeless?
That is, it is just human nature, and it is
Yeah.
just, I would say, if I will say that I did not feel hopeless,
Mhm.
then I'm not a human person.
Mhm.
Okay,
Of
uh,
course. Yeah.
yeah, it is more of that. When I was in the hospital, and then it was in the hospital I got my COVID,
Yeah.
and then I was in the floor of what you call the COVID floor,
Yes.
and I would hear, and that was really the height wherein, there were Filipino nurses there and everything, and my room was just right, in the hallway wherein you can hear that, oh, another one,
Mm.
two deaths today. There is three deaths today, and there's somebody serious. And I hear that all the time. And there
Yes.
was even really a time that I said to myself, "Am I the next one?" And I just what I did was more of gaining the strength from the Lord that
Mm.
Lord. Uh, it is really my time. I fully accept it. But at the same time, Lord, you have given me three chances already to extend my life. So
Yeah.
I'm asking again that, please, Lord, extend my life. That is been my prayer, because I said I want to see my grandchildren get married,
Yeah.
want all of these things, and I want to see my extended family. I want to see
You
more of that
focused on that.
connection.
Yeah.
Yes, and but then again, because the attitude is everything. The desire to live is just so important, and prayers is just so important, that it helped me a lot in my, they allow you the telephone, but I open up the telephone, just listening to positive things, listening to motivational, reading the Bible and everything, and I just say, Lord, if it is my time. But then again, the desire to live, attitude is everything.
I agree.
It is just so important in our the resiliency
Yeah.
of, rather than having a self pity to yourself, it's just more
Yes.
that, yes, I'm going to live. Yes, I'm going to, to extend. The Lord will extend my life. Lord, please move mountains, and that really helps a lot. Yeah, yeah.
I would like to talk to you more about that attitude, that Agnes attitude that you have, um, because a lot of the times, as an immigrant mom who is overwhelmed and who has a lot of kaliwat kanan, nagtatrabaho, mga bata, and then it's all you, right, Tita A? Yun ang buhay ng imigrante eh.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. What is it that is the thought process for you? Kasi syempre yung hopelessness, ayan,
Yeah.
tatamaan ka ng, ay, kawawa naman ako. How do you talk to yourself during moments like that? I want to hear an actual convo.
This is something that we're in, again, the affirmation about,
Yes.
about talking to yourself, and at the same time,
Opo.
the books that you read,
Opo. Yeah.
the what you listen to, the podcast, you listen to everything. Now it is something wherein we have to be resilient. We're in the mind. The
Mm.
mind, the thought process is, if you put in negative things in your mind, then of
Mm.
course that negative things would come out. I
Yeah.
always say that do not let negative influences your dreams. Do not let negative things influences your dream, because it can just really, the mindset will really really kill your dreams, will really affect you, the thought process. It's
Yeah.
about thinking positive. But
Yeah.
Agnes, how can I think positive? Just think positive. About happy thoughts is just so important. Think
Yeah.
about your children. Think about the good things,
Mhm.
everything. Try,
Choosing your thoughts.
yeah, just help yourself about removing that negative thoughts.
Yes.
Think about what i- it can happen to you if you always think positive, positive. Yeah, yeah. Always be positive. Always be positive. Always believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Always believe in yourself. Always believe that I can do it. You can do it.
Yeah.
Always believe in your dream.
Though at the same time, Tita A, there is such a thing as, have you heard of toxic positivity, Tita A?
Yes.
You have heard of that too, right? And what's your attitude towards the toxic positivity naman po? Because there is a place to really cry and, magbuhos ng sama ng loob. I have a 1 minute rule for that myself. Kung
Yes.
magbubuhos ako ng sama ng loob, tatimingan ko po talaga yung sarili ko. How about you, Tita? If you really feel like mad or frustrated about something, how do you let it out? Hindi naman po pwedeng itatago na lang din natin.
You know what?
How do you handle that?
It is something that sometimes we don't put out our emotion.
Mm-hmm.
Just put out your emotions. Cry. You
Mm-hmm.
can do that in 1 minute. I mean, I see when I was in the hospital,
Mm-hmm.
what you're talking about, positive, toxic positiveness. I saw this
Mm-hmm.
lady
Yes.
that, all she did was just really, she was crying. I'm going to die. I'm going to
Oh,
die. I'm going to die. That is just for the whole day. Okay.
okay.
For the whole day. And what I did was came up to her later on, and I said to
Mhm.
her, you know what? I said to her, when I came in, I was saying like that to you too. I say, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. But you know what? Let's do it together. We're
Mhm.
going to live. We're going to live. We're going to
Mhm.
live. We're going to live. You are going to live. Now, see, pouring out your emotions and, okay, pouring out your emotions and just really, just yelling and just yelling, there's,
Tantrum.
yeah, there's nothing wrong about that, to pour out and to cry. There's nothing wrong about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and there's nothing wrong to do that. Just making sure that you are emotionally sometimes drained out, but then again, you just have to, pour out. You cannot
Yeah.
just be quiet sometimes, because sometimes it's hard. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Because it can also be
yeah.
poisonous naman if it's just inside.
Yes,
Pero yun
yes,
nga, you agree with me, tita, 'di ba dapat may timer?
yes,
Hindi
yeah.
puwedeng buong
Oh,
araw kang
talaga,
umiiyak.
talaga. Oo, talaga.
Yeah.
Oo. Yeah, talaga.
Okay.
Oo.
Uh,
Mhm.
let's see if we have questions from the panel. Okay, I'm gonna leave that to Charina. I'm gonna continue and finish with reading. Baka hindi matapos. Encyclopedia of Awards of Agnes P. Miranda. Nasaan na nga ba ako? Tapos na ako dun sa London. Okay, September 2020 na tayo, okay? Agnes Miranda received the most coveted top 25 Legacy Award of World Financial Group, recognizing her and her team for the most number of families helped in her entire WFG career. And in December 2020 naman, this is pre-pandemic, Agnes Miranda sponsored 2 of the Alpha Kappa Rho fraternity annual charity drives through the Pamasko ng Acro, which brightened 150 families' holiday celebration through the Noche Buena package giving program, and Mula sa Puso ng Acro, which distributed essentials and food to neglected and abandoned children at the Mother Teresa Spinell's I hope I'm saying it right, Spinell's Treasure, Inc., and Bahay ni Maria in the Philippines. And in 2021, Agnes Miranda was awarded the Philippine Consulate General of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the Community Service Award during the quincentennial commemoration of Christianity in the Philippines by the Philippine Consul General. Ano nga
Yes.
ba pong pangalan ng consul natin, Tita A?
Our consulate general is Orantes, Consul General Orantes.
Orantes, yes.
Castro.
Recogn-
Orantes Castro. Yeah.
Orantes Castro, recognized Tita A. And then in 2022, that's this year, Tita A received the Universal Peace Federation or UPF Service and Leadership Awards during the Mabuhay Philippines Festival celebration at the Sinflix Studios in Markham, Ontario. Okay ha? Kota na po tayo sa awards. Binasa ko po lahat. I really wanted to mention all of it because these are truly inspiring, Tita Agnes. When we hear all of these things, it's not like the goal, like you say. It's not the goal. The goal is not to get the awards. The goal is to be able to do the things, to be able to help the people, and then the awards come after that. Are there still any dreams that Agnes P. Miranda wants to achieve at this stage in her life, or are you just enjoying the fruits of your labor?
Well, it's my second life, and in that second life, that really there's still what you call dreaming again and having a bigger vision, and I just really love that, our community being here since 1966. And I just really like to see our younger generation that they will grow up and really, they will learn more about our culture, that we're going to spread that the Filipinos will be widely known all over Canada, that we are here help. There's a lot of Filipinos really helping right now, but there's also a lot of Filipinos too that we really like to that are there. That is what you call there's a lot of, the right word there is very quiet, but they will be able to help us in the community. So in terms of sports, in terms of politics, in terms of culture, there's so many things that the Filipinos can still be well known. So
I
we can
love that.
just like you Chikie, wherein you can help a lot of young Filipinos about your talents are. So we can spread that, because I grew up wherein the other communities, the other communities that are growing, we are going to grow too, but
Yes.
by holding hands, and that is the vision.
By
But at the
holding
same time,
hands.
I have great vision too about about helping my my colleagues and my family in WFG, where I could mentor and help them succeed, and not necessarily just on WFG, but the women that we could mentor to help them succeed, and really let them believe on themselves that they're able to really grow and still be successful. And at the same time, my dream, being honest, and just being president of WFG right now, not WFG, but PIDC, is that being the president, my dream, being honest, is to see a it's a bold dream, it's a big dream, but I know we can do it, is having a what you call a Filipino performing arts theater. That is my dream. Okay.
I support that dream.
First class one, that
Yes.
because we see we Filipinos loves music, loves
Yes.
perform, everything.
And the best in the world.
Yes, and
Some of the best in the world.
Yes, and we see the other communities have it. You know,
Let's
I
write
am,
that dream down.
yes,
Chewing in the green room. Can you please write what Tita A
yes,
said?
yeah,
Tita Agnes, can you repeat that for our listeners? The dream of Tita Agnes P. Miranda is
to have for the Filipino-Canadian community here in Toronto, in our that we can build what you call a
build
first class performing arts theater. Yeah.
performing arts, parang center, parang
Yes.
PICC.
Yeah. That's what it
Maybe
is.
not as big as Madam Marcos's, Madam Imelda's.
But
Madam Agnes,
we can start somewhere.
we
We
can
can
start
really start
definitely.
somewhere. It is a dream. Then again, we just have to, again, as what I said, believe,
Yes.
dream, and then execute the plan. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And that we went full circle there. I love it.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is the first time I'm hearing about this dream. I'm glad that we
Yes.
had this chance to,
I just wanted to affirm that, that's my
yes.
dream. Yeah. Yeah.
And we are affirming it with everybody watching it right now and praying that this happens. With Agnes P. Miranda at the helm, I believe it will happen. I believe it will happen. And I am supporting this.
And then at the same time, of course, the with my second life, it's about, about our family, our children, our family. That is just so important because
Yes.
God first, God first, family, and then the business,
Exactly.
and that is that's always been the motto of my life, about God first, family, and the business. Yeah. Yeah.
I love that. I'm going to say that again, just in case you didn't hear it, you guys, okay? God first, connect with source, creator, God, however you want to call.
Yes.
Family second, and then third, the community, in that order.
Yes.
That
Yes. Yes.
order.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
And I know definitely with that, in my belief, and it's going to being just so grateful of what we have, at the same time grateful to the Lord. Then the Lord has plans for us. Even before we are born, the
And
Lord has plans
amen.
for us. Even before we
Amen.
are born, the Lord has plans for us.
I
That is just so
completely believe
important.
it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so even if we don't believe in ourselves, because there are times when we are being negastar, like I said in the intro,
Yes. Yes.
we just think the
Yes.
Lord, God
Yes.
believes in me.
Yes.
Therefore,
Yes. Yeah.
yeah, everything else follows.
Yes. That's what it is. Yeah.
Before we say goodbye to Tita Agnes, I'm going to give a chance for the questions from our gallery. Chaween, do we
Yes.
have any questions that we have collated from? Okay, what is the one thing you wish you learned earlier in life rather than later in life? That's a really good one. What is the one thing, Tita A, you wish you learned earlier than later in life? If there is one thing.
One thing that I learned about, earlier in life, sometimes you say, how I wish I did it, how I wish I did it, how I wish I did it,
Mm, yes.
and that's just the wish, how I wish that. Well, for
Oh,
me, it's just more about really that, uh, what I learned is life, that being in a country like Canada, you know, it is just more of, I learned that there's love all over the world. There is love within, doesn't have to be Filipinos, but the community, there's always love in there. Okay. And that is, I've learned that you don't have to be alone, and you can be together, and that love. And that is one thing that I learned in life earlier. Yeah. Yeah. The love.
and you have brought it. This is the power behind. Now I understand.
Yes.
Now, thank you. Wow, that's a great question. Thanks for that question, because now there's another layer to Tita Agnes that I just learned. That's the formula. That is the formula. You really believe that there's love everywhere. And you've
Yes.
always believed in that. Okay. Is there any other question that What do you think are the traits that made you a successful immigrant Filipina? I
You
think
know,
we already asked, but sige, just to be,
oh, did you ask?
ulitin po natin.
Okay.
What are the traits that made you a
Well,
successful immigrant Filipina?
yes, as what I said, you know, we all Filipinos, wherever we are, we are a first class citizen. Okay, when I say a first class citizen, we are very ambitious. We
Mhm.
love our family. We work everything just really to making sure that our family is taken care of in the Philippines, and we
Yes.
are very hard working.
Yes.
And that is one of the very special traits of a Filipina, is just being very hardworking. And then again, we don't have that trait because why do we do this? Because again, of our love of our family. You
Right.
know, we were making sure that our family, our children will be all taken care of. And we
Yes.
see a lot of that right now. Now.
Tissue. And that is what makes us first class.
Yes.
That is
Always,
truly what
always.
makes us.
See, that's
It's not about, yeah,
one of the things really that always that we have to believe that we are first class. When I say first class, it's not being first class on money, on anything, but we
right.
are, you know, we got to believe
Yes.
that we can do it. We got to believe that there is more
Right.
into us. We got to believe that, I always say this, that there is a giant in you, there is a giant in us. And as Filipinos, we can do this. There's so many things that we can do, really. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're making me cry. Baliktad. Dapat yung guest ang umiiyak, hindi yung host. Naiiyak po ako. The tears are coming because I've heard this from Tita A during our one-on-one lunches. And
Yes.
I think the reason that I am getting emotional is I'm so happy that other people are hearing it, not just in our Canadian community, the bigger community now, because we are not just nationwide, we are global in our reach. Even if we're only a small podcast for now, we are
Yes.
reaching
Yes.
people all the way in the Philippines, in
Yes.
Tokyo. I just saw you, Kuya Arnel, hello, and all the way in Casablanca. And them hearing you say this makes me so happy because
Thank you.
I truly believe these words. And coming from you, with everything that you've heard about Tita Agnes, and you can rewind, replay this later if you want to hear all of those awards. This is not just somebody talking out of their. She's talking from true experience and true, just titanhood. Is there such a word? Titanhood. The word I used for you, Tita A, when I was just typing out the intro is you are a powerhouse. And I googled, sabi ko, bakit powerhouse? I googled the word and this is what came up, okay? Ang powerhouse pala, wait, my notes. Ask lang kayo ng questions dyan, ha, my friends? Kasi we are gonna take advantage. Maybe about 5 more minutes, Tita A, we're going a little over time. Are you still okay to continue?
No problem.
So,
I love chatting with you.
I
And
love you.
we can-
Okay, the power, the adjective I use for Tita Agnes is she is such a powerhouse. Others call her a titan. I call her a powerhouse. A powerhouse is a person of great energy, strength, or power. So tumama ako. Or another term, it's another term daw, Tita A, for power plant. And then I go, power plant. Let's see. Power plant, an installation where electrical power is generated for distribution. Tama pa rin. Because you, to me, your energy is just so infectious. Guys, can you feel it? Tita A is now pushing what, 77?
I'll be
76?
77 on October 8th.
I was
Yes.
right. October 8th,
Yes.
pushing 77. But the energy that is emanating through the internet is so palpable because she is truly an electrical power plant and it is generated for distribution. Another definition for power plant is what you are, powerhouse, Tita A, an engine or other apparatus which provides power for a machine or a building or a community, which is what you are. You truly are a powerhouse of magnitude 1 billion. Um,
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing this energy with us today. I have one last question, and I will give the floor to my partner, Charina, to ask the question. Don't you have one prepared? You said you had a question. Oh, here. This is my partner's question. What would the 70-year-old Agnes tell Agnes in her 50s? Kasi kami yung 50s eh. If looking back at your life, what would you tell the younger you?
Well, you know what? With modern technology right now,
Yes.
those who are on the 50s are the new 30s.
Aha.
And I would just say that, never, never, never give up on your dreams. Never, never, never give up on yours. You are still very young. Just so much to give, so much that you
Yes.
you know you cannot just give up on your dreams. See, being at 50, well, I'm 77, and I still continue to dream. I still, have a vision. But you know what if the 50s, well, there's so many things. You see, the life span and usually is that, at age when at age 25, right now the younger generations are
Mm,
still very young. To age 30 to 35, they're still continuing to deal with all their ambitions, what they wanted to do. But then
mm,
the women are starting, that the children now are all grown up, gone to university, you know
right.
and probably this is also the time that you have to look at yourself. There is what you call usually this pandemic about self-love and self-care, you
Yes.
know and this is something that during the pandemic we started to discover ourselves,
Right.
about just, in a solitude space wherein you discover yourself. What can I do?
Right.
What if, and we always have all these questions. But for the young 50, I would just say you have so much in you,
Yes.
so much to do, so much, but just don't give up. And if you
Mm-hmm.
have something passionate that you'd love to do, just go for it. If you have a
That's
passion to do it, go for it. Go for it. Yeah, it is
it.
your bucket list. Go after it.
Go for it.
Yeah,
Agnes Pasaporte-Miranda. Tita
yeah.
A, I love you so much. I thank you from the bottom of my bottomless heart for this. Magbabalik po kayo ha. Huwag po kayong
Oh, of course
magsasawa.
naman. Oo naman.
This will
Oo.
have a part two because I
Yes.
believe a lot of our baby business people, our very young 50s, immigrants or not, will be asking more and would love to hear more from you. So I think that's the perfect ending for this conversation. Go for it, chase your dreams, according to Miss Agnes
Yes.
Pasaporte Miranda. Thank you so much po.
Thank
And
you. Thank you
um,
for having me, Chiki and Sharina. I really enjoyed it and love to talk to again with you in the future. And don't forget your concert. Go for it.
yes, go for it. With you by my side,
Yeah.
it's a go.
Yeah.
HG, did you hear that? Because HG will be
And
part
can,
of that
can
team.
I add up
And Doc
just
Ronald.
for those who are in Toronto, please come to our Mabuhay Festival at the Nathan Phillips Square. You will enjoy it. And come to our gala and you'll enjoy it. And for those who love what you call, watching our search for ambassadors on August 7th. So I'm inviting everyone. Yes.
We
Yeah.
will post all the posters for you, Tita A.
Yes.
That
Yes.
is my
Yeah.
contribution. I'll put it for everybody. Guys, you heard all of
Yes.
that. Let's help um, Tita A promote all of these things that she is doing. And let me read the final. Agnes Miranda's goals onwards is to help the young generation to fulfill their dreams in the field of sports, music, and literary arts, and to continue her advocacy in the financial literary and education campaign, mentoring and coaching senior citizens to retire in dignity and to continue to serve the community. And with that, Miss Agnes P. Miranda, we thank you po. Mwah. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I'll talk
love
to you.
all. Thank you for inviting me. Yes,
Thank you
thank
po.
you.
God bless
Thank
you, Tita A. More power, more health to you and to your loved ones.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye-bye.
Talk to you later.
Thank you. Yeah.
HG, thank you po, Tita Agnes from HG. And Jonah saying thank you. And we are looking forward to your 25th next year po, Tita Agnes, 25th anniversary. Once again, if you are still wondering, WFG, World Finance, nabubulol ako. World Finance Group, tama ba? Yes. Is where you can get financial literacy, advice, and mentorship. And as Rena said, I will just track back to what Rena said. Rena Honorio says, what inspires me the most is her being helpful, being giving, being appreciative of her blessings, and being humble despite her great achievements. And if you want to be mentored by the one and only Agnes P. Miranda, you can do so by joining World Financial Group Canada, and you can find all of that information online. It's available online because you can pick and choose how to get in touch. Also, she is on Facebook, Agnes Pasaporte-Miranda. And next week, let's just repeat all of those things that Tita A said. We are inviting you, maybe a little softer on the music, Podner, because I can't hear myself. Thank you very much. So for August 7, there is the Mrs. Philippines Ambassador pageant. And then August 11 is the gala, Philippine Independence Day Council gala, featuring Mama Rene Salud. And yours truly will be making the rampa and walking. I don't even know how to do it, but I will try my best because I am blessed to be one of those people who will be wearing a Rene Salud gown. I am so excited about that. And I'll be singing a medley of some of the most beloved Filipino classics arranged by Harold Gutierrez, no less. And then Nathan Phillips Square, 13, 14, and 15. Tama ba, Chawing? 13, 14, and 15. Okay, she wasn't listening earlier, so I will just try to post. I will not try. I will post all of that information so you can check it out. And this is for the Mabuhay Festival celebration. That's next week na po. Next week na po lahat yan. Lauren said, I will definitely take note of the 90 days. Yes, the magic of the first 90 days as advised by Tita A. We are receiving from all the way from Raquel is in Casablanca. Bonjour. Bonjour French. And sino pa ba yung mga nag-comments dito? Nako, yung mga questions na hindi ko namin nasagot. I'm hoping that Tita A will. Lauren was asking, as a businesswoman who started early, how did you adjust to the digital platform? I'm gonna ask that of Tita A later. Okay, I think before I go, I'm gonna invite our Chawing to go on if she's okay with that. Are you okay to get on? Chawing in the green room? Because, okay, all right. Adding to the stream. Hi, Chawing! Because your fans want to see you. Listen na nga natin yung music. You can, ako'y napapating. Techno. Hi!
Hello, episode 7 is done.
This was episode 7. Can you believe it? So, nako, malapit na tayo mag 90 days.
Indeed. CP, I have just to summarize.
30 days. Go ahead.
Ito yung takeaway ko kanina.
Okay, go. Go ahead.
Can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah, so believe that there is a giant in you. We Filipinos are first class.
Yes.
It's all about positive mindset.
Positive
So yun yung
mindset.
takeaway ko. Oo.
Thank
I've got
you.
so many
I
notes.
love
Ang
that.
galing-galing ni
Ang
Tita
galing-galing ni
Agnes.
Tita Agnes. Ang galing-galing
Oo,
niya.
grabe. She's a powerhouse. You're right.
That term is really applicable kay Tita A. And she generates electricity like a power plant. Because when I am in her presence, I feel I can do anything. That is the power of Tita Agnes. That's your takeaway. How about for our comment section? What was your favorite advice from Tita A? Very inspiring, sabi ni MKM. Super duper inspiring tinuod. Oh, by the way, Tita Agnes is also Bisaya, huh? Partly Bisaya. She grew up Davao. Hindi ko pa nasasabi maayong gabi, maayong adlaw sa inyong tanan nga mga bisdak na gapaminaw. Ron is saying, Viva Miss Chawing. May Viva Miss Chawing. Oh, Viva. I agree.
CP, I just wanna announce nga pala our podcast in YouTube has got about over 100 subscribers now. So the last it's about 127.
Yes, please share.
That's the main thing. Yeah. Please share to everyone. We need your help. Please support the podcast. And if you love Chiki and what the things she does, to help us, just two things that you can do: subscribe to the podcast and join our community in Patreon. Okay, so here's the link there. Just go to patreon.com/ChikiPineda and follow us there.
It's growing slowly but surely.
It's growing.
Slowly, one a day, two a day.
You made an announcement about the Chiki Stories having a pause this August. So
after episode 12, which is exactly 90, wait, tama ba? 1, 2, 3 months, which is exactly 90 days. We will take a break after episode 12. Pero matagal pa yun. Nasa 7 pa lang tayo eh.
Okay. So you're not taking a break in August? For the for the Chiki Stories.
I'm sorry. Nataranta ako. The Chiki Stories Sabado. Because I heard you say
Sabado is taking a pause.
Yes, the
so
Chiki Stories Sabado.
Focus on the podcast.
Yes.
Yes.
So
what I'm saying is for your abangers on the Saturday, just follow Chiki in the Patreon website because she will continue writing and singing there.
Right. And I post daily there. So if you miss me on the Saturday, join us on patreon.com/ChikiPineda. I love how Tita A says my name. Chiki. I love it. She's the only one that calls me that. Says it that way. It's very endearing. Chiki. Do 90 days.
See yung pagiging mentor niya, CP, for the community.
She truly is. Kaya naman tingnan mo, isang damukal na awards. Isang damukal yung awards niya. Wait, before we continue, parang I feel that we have a lot to talk about. If you're okay with it, or if whoever else wants to chat with me, because I'm not done chatting. Our guest for next week. Are you ready?
Yes,
wait. Before I... Question. Last week lang ba si OQ?
Yes.
Para akong nag-time warp.
7 days ago.
It feels like it's longer. Sorry po, hindi po si OQ ang next week. Next week po siya. Yee! Hindi na po ako as excited. Hindi na.
You say that today.
I know. Hindi na po. Hindi na. Maan, tigil-tigilan. Lauren, wag na masyado tayong ma-excite, ha? Please lang. Lauren said, 1K goal in 2022. 1,000 goal. $1,000? I think subscribers,
1,000
Lauren.
Subscribers, yes.
Yeah. I even asked Lauren if kung makakasali siya, pero sabi ko wag na, over na yata ang aking paghingi ng pabor kay Lauren. Lauren, by the way, joined us last Saturday. Kumanta po siya. So if you want, you can still catch Chiki Story Sabado.
Yeah.
Because ginest ko po si Lauren. Ginising po namin siya ng hating gabi at kumanta po kami ng Friend of Mine. Another OQ
Lauren
hit.
is in Brisbane, as I
Australia.
understand.
Yes, she's Australian like you
she's
are.
in Brisbane.
By the way, guys,
Yeah, we
Charina
should
here is
connect.
in Sydney, Australia. Okay, so did you get that? August 17 is OQ, but for next week, it is no other than Miss Beverly Verhel. Remember Miss Beverly Verhel, guys? Of course you do. Okay, this is Beverly's quick bio for those who have forgotten, which I don't think you have. Beverly Verhel, or I call her Miss Bev, comes from showbiz royalty. She's the only daughter to the popular Love Team in the 1950s. Alicia Verhel, remember? That's her mom. Philippines' FAMA's first Best Actress. FAMA's is the equivalent of the Oscars in the US, in case you don't know. Miss Beverly Verhel's dad is Cesar Ramirez, or Mr. Philippines in the world of bodybuilding. Cesar starred in several movies in the 1950s. So truly, showbiz royalty to a T. Beverly's brother is Best Actor and Action star Ace Verhel. Remember? I remember him. He is dubbed as the original bad boy of Philippine cinema. Beverly Verhel starred as the female lead in action films opposite Bong Revilla, Ronnie Ricketts, Eddie Garcia, to name a few. She was also a favorite leading lady to top comedians Dolphy, Redford White, Joey Marquez, and Joey De Leon. She guested in numerous TV shows like Lovingly Yours Helen, Connie Reyes Mumar on Camera, etc. Her most popular role was as Almira del Valle in the longest-running teleserie in the 1990s, which turned into a movie called Mara Clara. You remember that? I remember that.
Yes.
Mara Clara. She's one of the few actresses who rose the ranks from actress to various production roles, such as second assistant director, executive producer, writer, and director for TV and movies. Beverly lives in Canada and continues to be involved in the Filipino-Canadian film industry. Her advocacy is to bring out the best in Filipinos wherever they may be. It is a mission driven by her passion to give back to the industry where she was born, bred, and raised. Aligned sa Chiki Stories podcast mission. She has been coaching actors, celebrities, socialites, private citizens, and politicians for 34 years now. She's a certified life and career coach to celebrities, brand and image consultant, marketing strategist, and booking manager to artists. Another powerful and another
powerful women in this podcast.
Powerful women in the house. In the Chiki Stories house, because this is Creative Chica for the immigrant Filipina and Filipinos, which she mentioned to me, expand, because she is also a mentor. She said to me, Chiki, Chickiness, expand. For your next season, her advice is to expand, not just to immigrant Filipinas and Filipinos, but to a wider audience daw. So,
Wow, expanding.
And that's coming from somebody in the industry, so she knows what she's talking about. So guys, are you excited for Miss Beverly to join us? Ganda ni Miss Bev dito, oh. I love the magpapaturo nga ako mag-makeup ng ganyan.
Is that the kamay skin?
Her mom was the kamay, first kamay soap. Kamay soap model.
Yes.
Yeah.
Naalala ko yung sabon
maganda. So yung ako din kamay. Kamay or
kamay
girl.
I think it's kamay.
Kamay. No, kamay. Kamay in Philippines. But in the North America where it's made kamay. What else, Chewing? Ikaw naman.
That's it. I'm good, Chiki. So we'll see you next week.
Okay, so that's it. That's it, Pansit.
You do your outro now, and I exit.
Okay, so magpapaalam na muna si Miss Charina.
Magpapaalam muna
Viva,
ako. Until
Charina!
next time.
Viva. Remember the
Charina.
Viva comment from Ron? Another member.
Mhm.
Thank you, Ron. By the way, let's
yes.
let's both
We
thank
forgot
the new joiners. There
That
is
one.
yeah, okay, I'm gonna say it out loud. Shout out to
Nagtrabaho
Menchi,
muna.
Teofisto, Kate Diggins, Pam Chua, Lala Araneta Cordero, Lizal Vidal, Beck Torres, Tina Ibarra, Patty Bautista, Eric Magundayao, Jenely Paes, that's my best friend, Pam Gamboagan, Beck Torres Ramilia, Rina Honorio, Dali Moreno Gonzalez, and these are my Vitabase. Coach Leia Erigel, hi Coach, miss you. Charina Giron, that's you, Chawing. Olan de Torres, my BFF Miranda Velosa Malimban, my Rabani Reiki Haniban, that's the girlfriend of my son. See, nagsusupport. Dali Pangan Spect, Evelyn Amistoso, Isa Mantilla, Harold Gutierrez, Newbie, Ronnie Rausa, Lauren Rubin Cabero, and thank you very much to my very own Azimi family for all the support and the love and the patience for a very dirty house for the past 7 episodes.
7 episodes. Di bale, 5 to go.
Once pa lang yata ako nakaka-vacuum.
Yeah.
Twice. Hey, nako. Thanks, Chawing.
Okay,
Thanks for joining me for the wrap up. Bye.
Okay.
I'll talk to you later.
Wrapping up.
Let's wrap it up. It's almost 10. So we always end up at 10. Now I get it. So did you enjoy tonight's podcast? If you did, do share. And also, please do consider being a part of our growing and glowing community on patreon.com/chikipineda for the price of just one coffee, not even the expensive kind of coffee. You can join our community. If you want to buy us more expensive coffees, you are more than welcome. If you go to patreon.com, serious. If you go to patreon.com/chikipineda, you will see all the different levels and tiers of membership there. And it's not just a membership per se with nothing to gain. Here, it is a membership where you gain all kinds of things, such as behind the scenes stories from yours truly and from my partner, Chawing, and from other members. I just posted, in fact, the preview for the song that I will be singing for the gala of Tita Agnes. A snippet of it has been posted just for the members. I also write snail mail because I love writing. I write to you as a member. If you are in tiers 2 and higher, you will receive paintings from me, postcards, and even private shout outs and messages for your whatever greetings you want for family, for your friends, for your loved ones. I can even sing a song or two for you if you just ask kindly on patreon.com//chikipineda. By the way, as my producer is reminding me, you can also write to me at chikistories1@gmail.com if you want to share your own stories with me. I am talking to you, my patrons. Please consider writing to me, share your story, because like Charm did last week, remember on the OQ episode, we had the blessing of a love letter of her story from Charmaine Hannah, all the way in the Philippines. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can still send me your story. Okay, once again, thanking my partner and co-creator of TCSP and someone who has been helping me with goal setting and manifesting, just like Tita Agnes, and staying focused. She is the stoic one and reminds me not to ADHD all over the place, and that is Charina Giron. Thanks to you, Charina. Yay! Sending love from all of us here. And as I always say, always, like Tita Agnes said, always believe in yourself, and the overflow of that will be beautiful, delightful overflow of believing in others as well. But it really has to start from within eh. Hindi ka pwedeng maging positive at mapagbigay kung hindi ka nagbibigay talaga sa sarili mo muna eh. Di po ba? So from all of us here on TCSP or the Chiki Stories podcast, Creative Chica for the Immigrant Filipina, from the bottom of my heart, that's my alarm. Tulog na raw ako. From the bottom of my bottomless heart and from my home to yours, this is Chiki Pineda Azimi saying peace and love and blessings, and always be courageous in your brand of creativity. Your brand of creativity. Padayon, padayon, padayon. And I'll see you next week with Miss Beverly Verhel for episode number 8. Thank you. Good night. Good morning. Mwah. Peace.